Righty guys, welcome back to another Troopy update. This is going to be a general overview of the work that Uncle Trent's been getting hooked into, and we'll show you the plans, what we've done so far, what we still got to do. Let's get into that. Alright, so if this is your first Troopy video, this is our HZJ78. Did I get that right? Yep, sweet. Always stuff that up. But it's the 99 model, coil front end, 6.5 litre Chevy V8 diesel. She's a beauty. Let's have a look at her. She's still a bit of a work in progress, Uncle Trent, but what have you been hooking into, mate?
Right, on the outside, where to start? It's had so much work so far. It doesn't look very pretty, but we're going to remedy that very shortly.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. To start off with, we've got I'll put the flares on.
Yep.
Cut the snake all right round. So later date we can get our bigger tyres and everything underneath it and suspension. I've also done the clear view mirrors.
Beauty. They're extendable?
Yep. Extendables. They're only all manual.
Nothing fancy.
No fancies. Don't want it to break.
Hem dog?
Yeah, the hem dog. We've
got the duck on.
Got the duck on, mate. Got the duck on. She's even had a bit of a respray. Shown a few battle wounds over the years.
Yeah, it's been places, that old girl.
Yep.
And you did a full car builder's kit?
Yep, full car builder's kit. Awesome shit. It has just changed this car. Oh, I can't wait to run her up some corrugations. It's just totally changed it. Changed it from an empty beer can to just rock solid.
Yeah, nice.
You go around, tap the doors, and you can instantly, anywhere on the side from the driver's door back, including the roof, you'll hear the difference straight away.
So it's in behind all the door panels, under the floor, up in the roof lining. We got some deadly lights resined in there.
Bush party lights.
They're cool as. They go with the music. We got the emu wings fitted.
We've also got a little just the Troopy had normal air vents here for whatever reason, I don't know. So all I've done is fit it out.
What's that? Air?
That's going to be air. This here, and naturally it'll get a roof rack on it, which will be our camp lights underneath the awning.
Yep.
Then we got
switch.
Our
USB
because of camera gear and phones.
Yep.
And pretty much everything goes off that.
And the Anderson
plug. Anderson plug is for external solar panel blanket.
Oh, that's solar in.
Solar in.
Yep.
So, which will make sense when we go on the inside. So, obviously, done the rock armour rear bar.
Yep.
At this stage, you've got two wheel carriers, but this one will be same as what you're running on the 80. We'll be running a two Jerry, which I might modify a little bit just to carry some other stuff.
Yeah. Right, the car builder stuff, we did go on a little bit about that because it is such a good product. If you are going to do up a car, you dead set have rocks in your head if you do not spend the time and just do it properly. So we've got some clips of installing that. I'll show them. Uncle Trent was left unsupervised, so we'll just do a quick little montage of all that stuff and we'll get back into what else we've done here, because we've got an interesting idea for 12 volt.
Everything with car builders that come here, as soon as you opened up the box, it was, they could have played footy with it and walked on it and it wouldn't have damaged the actual product.
Yeah.
It's perfectly flat. It's all layered up. You'll see that in the clips.
Hey mate!
Hey!
Oi! Get out! Hemi! Get out of that chook pen.
we've got all the stage 1 down quarter panels on the guards on inside, down the passenger side, underneath the driver's footwell, up and behind the seats, same as the passenger, and I've done up through the roof. This thing is starting to sound bulletproof. Listen to this. That's on the roof. I'll go around, do the doors. The doors are done. The sides. This thing is starting to sound bulletproof. A little bit excited. Hey, a little bit of an update. Got a bit excited last night. I'll show you why. Things are starting to come together real nice. So we've got all our stage 1 in. Through it right throughout. And then I've got the insulation in the quarters. It was a bit tricky, that stuff. I probably should have filmed that. I got too excited last night, but I've still got the roof to put the insulation on. I'll do some filming of that. This stuff here, yeah, very sticky, catches. It's a little bit trickier than the other stuff. We've got the stage 2 on the floor all the way through, and as you can see, I got excited and got vinyl back in. So the interiors start to come in. So, very excited. So car builders recommend that even though you got the sound end and that in the roof, and this is quite sticky, this stuff, when you peel the plastic off, they recommend to use their car builders spray. It's good for 120 degrees, and I can imagine that the roof would get bloody hot up there, and they recommend that once you spray it, you stick that up, or use the spray to help stick it up, especially when you're going to put the carpet above the top. So give me trusty little board here so we don't spray glue everywhere. Trusty roller. Would be easier to use a bit of cardboard or something than a heavy bit of ply, but that's all I had laying around. Well, the first thing I grabbed.
The car builder stuff is legit, so yeah, we rate that. Let's move on to 12 volt, mate.
Well, 12 volt. 12 volt's where it gets interesting in here because it's completely new to me. Absolutely new. I'm just used to whacking in a second battery or a third battery or fourth battery, linking them all together, solenoid switches, all that sort of stuff. Everyone knows all that, but with this one here, I've had the opportunity to combine the two. So Underneath this little bad boy here, we have a lithium battery.
Nice.
So
that's the house battery?
That's the house battery.
What do you got under the bonnet?
I've got two, well, I will run two Optimas.
Yep.
They're not Optimas at the moment.
In series.
Yeah, in series. Because the Chev puts out, the alternator puts out some good solid old school voltage and everything, I'll put a voltage reg in it to keep that all safe.
Yeah.
The plan is to run two 12 volt Optimas, two Optimas up the front, so that's purely for starting
and winching. Yep.
And running just everyday stuff. So this battery here, it's charged off the front through a Red Arc 40 amp DC charger.
Yep.
Which is mounted in the side here.
Yep. With
the solar input.
Yep.
I will have solar panels on the roof.
Eventually.
That will charge into here. But the kicker is, while we're driving along, we get to charge up
this.
The beautiful Bluetti jobby.
Now these things are cool as shit. I've got a few of these. This one we're going to use mainly for the fact it's like your reserve power. And when we pull up at camp, we can put that in that and go hunting pigs. So that's cool.
So as we're driving along, everything's charging up. We have just your
normal
plugs, DC in.
Yep.
So my plan is to get to camp, remove that from there. Now the whole car, I can run all my accessories, which is on the switch down there, James, if you can see.
Yep.
So from right now, the fridge will plug into here.
Yep.
We'll be running off a Bluetti. The water pump that's underneath that little latch there, which isn't plumbed up as of yet, but that runs off of the Bluetti. These lights, interior lights, so I can eat a dodgy prawn and just keep them on all night.
So everything, the whole
USB ports we can charge, we can have all our camp lighting, we can have all our water.
Yep.
Everything will be run while we're off at camp with this.
Yep.
And then obviously because of handy dandy display and everything.
Yeah.
And we're out of the weather and all the dust and that, we can bang our phones on top here. I've got mine on charge as we speak.
Yep. So wireless charging on top there, which is very handy for when you're at camp. And the good thing, you can just rip it out, sit on the table or next to your camp chair or whatever.
It's so easy. I've literally just got to unplug this, grab the handle,
away you go,
and away we go.
So you got proper 240 power, so you don't need a inverter because it's got one built into it. DC, AC power, your display screen, how do you get that to light up? Oh, there you go.
Yep.
So all super easy to read, and you got USB-Cs, USBs.
Which won't display that it's charging at the moment. It will now. We've just plugged it back in, takes a couple of seconds, and then it'll show the charge.
There we go, input, away she goes. So yep, I love them for the fact that you don't need an inverter, you don't need to fill your whole car full of shit that you're only going to use every now and then. So these have already got it built into it. You can charge them off solar, you can charge them off 240, you can charge them off 12 volt. So they are a legit bit of kit, and I've got one in the Ram. So this is how I run the fridge in the Ram because I don't have dual batteries in this yet. One day. So it just sits there in the back seat. The fridge is there, obviously not turned on because I haven't got anything in it, but that's just plugged in to the 12 volt system of the Ram, and yeah, it charges up, runs everything. That's obviously a lot bigger than the little one, but yeah, very cool. So yeah, cool. We're not getting paid to say any of this shit either, boys, so just letting you know, this isn't an advertisement. This is just shit that we use and we think they're pretty cool. So
this thing has so much potential, it's not funny. For, you know, your average guy that goes camping on a regular basis, this thing here is so handy. I mean, you use you know, it's very similar at home when the power goes out.
Yeah.
This thing here, I was trying to work out how, being, you know, mechanically, the mechanic sort of guy of the group, how with my battery chargers and stuff, you know, to make our life easier. So how was I going to run a converter and fit a big ass converter in that in here? You know, if we have a breakdown,
you can take it with you.
Yeah, we can take it with it. We can put our batteries on. I don't have to have something in here all the time on charge, or it's only what if is what I'm thinking. You know, that worst case scenario.
Take it if you need it. If you don't need it,
if I was travelling in Australia, fully retired and everything, I probably would have gone down a little bit of road. But this is just so handy. You jump in the buggy and go down the beach where the car can't go. You know,
with a fridge.
Yeah, once you're all set up.
Yeah.
So many possibilities.
They're mint.
Yeah.
What do we got in the drawers? Nothing in the drawers yet.
No, but I can run through what the plan is with the drawers.
Yep. So
this side's going to be purely, the whole plan is because I work away a lot and you know, we don't talk all the time. If I get that one-off phone call and we get the, you know, we're allowed to go away and play.
Yeah.
I want to be able to come home, jump in the car, run down the Coles and the bottle shop, get the consumables, throw it in the fridge and go. So everything else wants to be in here. So this drawer here, being underneath the fridge and opposite our little,
you know, workbench.
I can pull out a little camp stove, little gas cooker, bang it on there, fry pan, couple of cups, couple of whatever. Behind that will be our dry storage.
And it's so long, eh? These drawers in the Troopy.
But have a look what's on the back of that.
Ah, there's another Bluetti. That's convenient.
Which will be right up the back there.
So that other one's just the battery, isn't it?
Backup, yeah.
Backup.
Yeah.
Doesn't have an inverter like that one.
No.
Anyway, we'll link all this shit in the description if you want to check it out. But so that's going to be all food and
just your day-to-day get-to stuff.
Yeah,
your stuff that you want to get to, like, on a regular basis. Because everything, your fridge will be here. This will be set up and cooking. Let's be honest, we're just going to be throwing shit everywhere.
Make a sandwich.
Yeah,
wrap.
camping will be just over the, you know, camp will be the passenger side, the awning. And then this side here, the stuff, you know, because we'll have to clean all our beer cans and guns and whatnot off of there. On this side here, we'll open him up.
Recovery.
And we'll have recovery.
Tools.
And tools, everything will probably be up the back.
Yeah, I reckon we're not going to need them.
Yeah, up there, and then just more stuff that you will need. Like, I'll have to store the hoses, the quick connect hoses for the shower.
Yeah.
And stuff in here.
Airlines,
things like that will be in here. But I'm scratching to find enough stuff to actually put in there.
They're huge. Like
stuff, so these are...
It doesn't do it justice on camera to show you how long these drawers are.
My 12-year-old daughter can lay down inside these drawers and not touch the ends.
Yeah.
So that's where she thinks she's sleeping.
Yeah. Can you pass me that beer, please, mate?
I possibly could do that for you, mate. Yep.
Cheers, car builders. So, what's left to do, mate?
What's left to do? Well, I don't want to do too much because I think it'll involve once we start going camping. I don't want to put all this stuff in here because I think it's a great idea in the shed and then we get out there and...
Don't use it.
So, I'm going to put a 40-litre fridge here.
Yep.
It won't be on a slide. I'm thinking at this stage we won't really need it because I've got the window straight above it and I've got this access here.
Yeah.
A workbench, a good mattress.
Yep.
In here.
Workbench.
Workbench mattress.
Won't be doing much work, but anyway.
Solo. Inside here. Apart from that, not a lot more inside because I want to see what we need.
Yeah.
And it is a sort of going to be something that we can go away with the daughter.
Yep.
Oh, fishing rod holders up the top.
Yep, they're going to be mounted to the roof.
Yep.
And that flap, can you show us that?
Yep, we most certainly can.
The storage in this thing is awesome.
So this is all one box. Excuse this phone, but it's got to be glued back in.
So you can fit a few rifles in there?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, everything can be in there. out of sight, underneath the mattress, lockable, completely lockable. So the lock doesn't look like much, but the other locks that are on here, you actually need to physically destroy it to get in there.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, peace of mind. Like it's never going to be left unattended.
Yeah.
But, you know, for the current laws and how hard it is, it's just, I wanted to go that extra mile to make sure it's safe.
Yeah, makes it hard.
Yeah, makes it very hard. So inside, apart from the back, I'd like to do bucket seats.
Yeah. Two, or are you going to leave the bench?
At this stage, I'm thinking that I'm going to do the two.
Yep.
And
put a fridge in the middle.
a centre console fridge.
Yeah.
Just so I've got more storage options there. And that's about it on the inside initially.
Yeah.
I want to get out and use it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more stuff on the outside that will be we need. So
yeah.
on the outside immediately, so we can get it out bush and use it. I want to put a roof rack on it.
Get some solar up there.
Get some solar up there, and that's really the only reason the roof rack will be up there. Will be pretty much for solar. So it'll probably just be a flat rack.
Yeah.
There'll be lighting out here, obviously, because this will be our campsite.
Yeah. And obviously suspension, wheels and tyres, that's
lockers.
Without saying.
Lockers have got to go in.
Yeah. Are you going to go air lockers, or what are you thinking?
At this stage I'm leaning towards air, because electric, because you run an air.
Righto. We'll see who wins. I rate the ARB air lockers. I've had them in all my cars. We'll see if we've got to drag it out one day.
I've got horsepower, so it's gonna rate. Also on this is I want to do the airbag man's in cab.
Oh yeah, hell
thing.
yeah! I want
Suspension.
that for the Ram.
Because I'm going to be sleeping in here.
You want to be able to level it?
I'll be able to level it, and
That's
and I'm not knowing how it's going to sit with all the rest of the
shit.
stuff in it.
Once
So-
it's loaded.
and it has already got the airbags in it.
Yeah.
Big kicker, it's got to have an exhaust done on it.
Oh yeah, it sounds gay.
It sounds, like it sounds like an exhaust 1.8Z, and I don't want it to sound like
yeah,
that.
but
It's
it
got-
does get the thong slap going.
Yeah,
when
but
you're
I
up
want
there.
the thong slap from the get.
You want it to scare women and small children.
I want it to rattle windows.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll get side rails,
Yeah.
because I think these aren't going to last. I'm going to wreck these.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And what we're planning on doing on the actual bodywork, I want to protect that shit, because it's going to be one off.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it.
Yeah.
The whole thing's gonna be wrapped. I might have to get the 80 wrap too, so they match. Twinsies.
Yeah, it got to be twin.
Yeah.
But yeah, the buggy, this will be all one.
And that's about it. We'll play the rest by ear.
And all the rest will be just, it'll have to evolve over time, I've got no doubt. Oh, on the other side, I want to have a shower awning, not for us, because we're just happy to just get our gear out in the middle of the night, and we don't shower. It's more for the family and stuff, or if we do go to somewhere that we're staying in a park.
Yeah, change room.
Yeah, we've got a change room, and we've got somewhere for the toilet for the girls and the wives. So.
Sweet. So we've got one little add-on that is ridiculous, but check this out.
But what do they say? Earphone warning.
Oh yeah.
Big earphone warning.
Turn your phone down, or your TV. I'm about to shit my pants.
Ready?
Yep.
I think that'd be a pretty cool novel or thing in the Troopy. But
Walking up to camp.
not just to say hello to your mates when they're asleep and they're swags. Or,
Oh yeah.
you know.
If I'm awake, everyone's awake.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do it for us, guys. Let us know what you reckon. If you got any tips, ideas, or you reckon we've stuffed up somewhere, let us know. Leave a comment. And sweet, we'll let you know when something else cool happens.